Now to an ABC News exclusive. 2 years ago this week, a Saudi Arabian Air Force officer training on a U.S. Navy base in Florida walked into a pilot training school, opened fire, killed 3 young American sailors, wounded 8 other people. And now the survivors are speaking out for the first time. Our senior investigative correspondent David Scott is here with the story. Good morning, David.
Good morning, George. It's one of the few attacks by a foreign national ever on U.S. soil. A brutal act of terror committed by a military officer of a trusted ally. The story was quickly overshadowed by the pandemic, so many Americans may have missed it entirely. But now the survivors are speaking out.
Active shooter at NAS, building 633 on the main side.
It was a frantic early morning scene. Rapid gunshots inside a pilot training building on the Pensacola Navy base.
Gunshots have been reported in building 633.
Saw him go into one of the rooms and shoot people.
Airman George Johnson was inside when the shooter showed up.
Saw him.
I looked him dead in the eye. He looks into the office and passes me, doesn't say a word, but a smirk.
His name, Mohammed Al-Shamrani, part of a group of Saudi officers learning to fly American fighter jets on the base. But that morning, he had something very different in mind. The Saudi officer had secretly sworn allegiance to Al-Quaeda. The Kingdom of Saudi Arabia says the perpetrator was not representing the Saudi people.
Did you recognize him by uniform?
He was wearing his flight suit with his Saudi Arabian insignias on it.
The first shots were fired at the watch station, where Caleb Watson and Cameron Walters were killed while standing guard. A third American sailor, 19-year-old Mohammed Haitham, later confronted the shooter and was also gunned down. All 3 were unarmed. Johnson sensed he would be targeted and took cover.
I got underneath my desk, covered my head. I was praying, God help me.
Al-Shamrani fired 7 rounds into Johnson, but a keepsake from his mother would save his life.
In my wallet, there was a metal card that my mom gave me right before I went to boot camp. And it had a message on it, wishing me good luck and safe return. Right here is the bullet hole.
This is the card.
This is the card that stopped the bullet.
What did she say when she gave it to you?
I want you to stay safe and come home.
And she had no idea.
She had no idea. This was my armor.
Down the hall, Jessica Pickett, a 20-year Navy veteran and mother of 4, was hiding beneath her desk.
All I could think was, how could somebody in uniform do this? Why is this happening?
Al-Shamrani shot Pickett 9 times. 2 years later, she lives with chronic pain and cannot understand how an Al-Qaeda terrorist could infiltrate the ranks.
It makes me angry. America has been betrayed.
At the time, the Saudi kingdom condemned the attack and extended its condolences, pledging full cooperation with the U.S. investigation. The victims and their families are now suing the kingdom, and we'll have more tonight on a special edition of Nightline.
Well, hey there, GMA fans. Robin Roberts here. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Lots of great stuff here. So go on, click the subscribe button right over here to get more of awesome videos and content from GMA every day, anytime. We thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the morning on GMA.